There are literally hundreds of AI video editing tools flooding the market right now, and if you tried to test even a fraction of them, you'd waste weeks trying to separate the real value from the marketing hype. I decided to do the heavy lifting for you by signing up for trials, pushing demos to their absolute limits, and reading every user complaint I could find to see what actually works. After sifting through dozens of platforms, I've boiled it down to a handful of tools that genuinely matter for creators who need to pump out content without losing their minds. This isn't just another blind top 10 list. Consider this your personal survival guide for people who need to save time and actually get their life back. Stick with me because I'm going to walk you through exactly what each tool does best, where they fall short, and why one specific solution changed how I handle long-form content forever. Before we dive in, let's talk about my filtering criteria. First, is it worth the cash? Either a great free tier or paid plans that actually provide a real return on investment. Second, does it solve a genuine problem that legacy software like Premiere or Resolve can't handle without hours of tedious manual labor? And third, does it just plain work? No constant crashes, failed exports, or that low-quality, glitchy garbage output we all hate. Alright, first up is Kling, which is easily the best tool I've found if you want to take a static image and make it move in a way that actually looks believable. Its niche is smart image animation. You can make steam rise from a coffee cup, swaying hair, or bring a static poster to life with natural physics. The light, shadow, and motion interact with the original style so you don't get that awkward, jittery AI look that plagues other generators. Pricing is credit-based and actually pretty reasonable, though the catch is that it is highly specialized and not meant for your full, all-in-one editing workflow. Next, let's discuss caption tools. There are dozens, but a few stand out for offering extreme speed and a high level of polish for social talking head content. The best ones now act as mini editors that auto-generate accurate captions, fix your eye contact, clean up your audio, and even suggest AI-generated footage. They are dirt easy to use with almost zero learning curve, but keep in mind that they are optimized for short, scripted clips, not long-form documentaries or multicam interviews. Then there's V, a browser-based editor that genuinely convinced me the future of mainstream video editing might be happening entirely in the cloud. It combines a classic, familiar timeline with intelligent automation for things like background removal, filler word cleanup, and voice cloning. I was particularly impressed by the AI dubbing and multi-language support, which can translate a video into 50 different languages with surprisingly natural voices. It's fantastic for creators who want polished results without wrestling with heavy desktop software, although you definitely need a stable internet connection for larger projects. Submagic takes a completely different angle because its entire purpose isn't just editing, it's about maximizing viewer retention. This editor analyzes pacing and engagement signals to automatically add hooks, B-roll, zooms, and micro-transitions exactly where your audience is likely to drop off. If your whole job is creating scroll-stopping social clips, Submagic helps turn average raw footage into highly engaging posts with minimal effort. The trade-off is that it is brilliant for social-first content, but many of those flashy features are completely unnecessary for long-form films or corporate projects. Now, here is a tool that legitimately changed my workflow: Descript, which popularized the genius idea of transcript-first editing. You edit your video exactly the same way you edit a text document. You cut a sentence from the transcript, and the corresponding footage disappears from the timeline. Their AI voice cloning, called Overdub, lets you fix small dialogue mistakes without re-recording, assuming you are comfortable training a voice model on your speech. It is liberating for rough cuts, though if your content is extremely visual or heavy on music-driven editing, a text-first approach might feel a bit limiting. Finally, for those who want to push boundaries, there is Runway ML, which is essentially a digital playground for advanced AI effects. It offers face transfer, motion capture, and a vast ecosystem of models you can chain together to produce jaw-dropping visual results. For studios or filmmakers needing bespoke, cutting-edge VFX, it can effectively replace a motion graphics team, but the steep learning curve makes it tough for everyday creators. Now, let's get into the product I've been using to actually ship content consistently: Vizard. If you are the type of creator who records long sessions like podcasts, interviews, or teaching videos, and needs bite-sized, platform-ready clips, Vizard is a game changer. It isn't trying to replace your heavy-duty software. It solves the specific problem of turning 1 hour-long session into dozens of polished, scheduled posts. Let me be clear. Vizard's auto-editing uses speaker cues, sentiment, and engagement heuristics to find the most viral moments in your footage. You can absolutely tweak the selections, but most of the time it nails the exact hooks you would have spent hours hunting for yourself. The auto-schedule feature is also massive, allowing you to set a posting cadence across different platforms without being chained to your calendar. Then there is the content calendar, which turns the tool into a true workflow hub where you can manage and publish clips in one single place. No juggling messy spreadsheets or manual uploads, which ensures you don't accidentally overpost or repeat the same concepts twice. Of course, Vizard isn't perfect. It's optimized for speech-heavy long-form, so if your videos are purely cinematic visuals, you'll still need a traditional editor for the heavy lifting. Also, because it automates so much, you should always review the clips for brand voice and context, as automation is a tool, not a magic eraser for bad decisions. So where does Vizard sit among the others? If you want beautiful image animations, Kling wins, and for pure talking head reels, Caption tools are slightly faster. If you need deep cloud editing, V is a strong choice. For retention-heavy social, use Submagic. For transcript editing, use Descript. And for VFX, definitely go with Runway. But here is the practical takeaway. Most creators don't need 6 different apps to produce content. You just need a pipeline that doesn't turn you into an engineer. Vizard hits the sweet spot for creators who produce long-form conversations and want to turn them into high-volume, quality, short-form content with scheduling baked right in. Instead of exporting files, manually clipping, and juggling uploads, you can batch the entire process and spend way more time on ideas and distribution. Regarding pricing, remember that subscription plans give you predictable costs, while credit systems are great if your usage is sporadic but can get expensive quickly. For those getting started, simple caption tools are excellent for staying under $20 a month, while professional-grade options sit in that $40 to $60 range. My final recommendation is to pick 1 or 2 tools and master them completely rather than jumping between every shiny new platform that launches. If your content is long-form talk, use Vizard for your short-form pipeline and only pair it with a visual effects app when you absolutely need that specific flair. If you are a cinematic creator, prioritize Runway or a traditional editor, but remember that automating the tedious parts is where you get the biggest return on your time. If you want to see this in action, I made a follow-up video where I run the same long session through these tools side by side so you can judge the quality yourself. Click through to that next video to watch me generate clips, schedule them, and compare which ones actually look ready to post on day 1. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next breakdown.